The village of the Ballagh in County Wexford on a summer Sunday afternoon. And Sunday in Wexford ordinarily means hurling and Gaelic football. This is the county of the Rackard brothers, Nicky, Bobby and Billy, one of the great Gaelic sports counties which has bagged 5 football and 4 hurling All-Ireland titles. But taste in sport is going through strange and strange times. From Enniscorthy to Owlart, the men of the purple and gold jerseys are now playing the credit or the blame can be put down to John Jackman, the man who organised the league.
It could have started with the Romans, you know, because as soon as the first horseshoe was made, as far as we're concerned, it started. You know, I believe the American Indians play it anyway. I know that for a fact.
How popular is it today?
Popular, I'd say it's even popular than the Gaelic, more popular than the Gaelic games now at the moment here. I mean, you just take today, for instance, there's 40 teams turned out today.
It's certainly very new to me. Has it somehow been confined within Wexford?
Well, they play at the small places here and there play, but Wexford, I'd say, is more, you know, Wexford is the place for horseshoes, really. This area, around this area here, they've always had games, you know, but I came on it, and yeah, I used to play when I was a youngster, you know, but I came onto it, I was away for a long time, and I came back, and no one could ever agree on who was with what, because they never had any rules to the game. So we got down and we put pen to paper and we drew up some rules to sort it out, you know, to see, so that we have something to fall back on if anyone disputes it or anything like this.
So it's now a formalised game?
It's a formalised game. We even have a county committee now to run it. You know.
Let's go and have a look at one of the games. Would you claim that it was a skilled thing now?
I would, definitely. I definitely claim it's a skilled thing. Well, if you're throwing 33 yards to the spike, you've got to be pretty good to get it accurate to a small spike with that size.
These rules that you've come up with, how do they apply now? What are the rules?
Well, the rules, the games, you mark them out first. There's 33 yards you've got to play. You've got to play with a standard horseshoe. You've got to keep your foot behind the spike. You've got to have the spike has got to be a certain length. And these are the basic rules of it.
It seems a fairly confined game, John. Has anyone ever got a thump of one of those shoes?
Quite a few got a thump. There's many. You'll see a few lame legs going out to skate tonight, I'm sure. You see some of those horseshoes, the weights, you know, if you got a belt of one of those, you'd soon know about it.
Feelings run high in most sports. Would you get much?
Yeah, well, it's you got the feelings of community, one community against another. Oh, we had the odd fallout among Irishmen. We have a very hot argument, probably. Somebody try and might possibly, you know, sort it out, make sure they get pined over and that. But everything goes well. Everyone takes a good sport, you know. I suppose there's a certain amount of betting and various things on it too, like every other game. I mean.
Can I return to something I was asked you earlier, just how seriously it's taken? I see people running around with rulers and things.
Oh yeah, well you see, you have to get ruled out. If the two horseshoes actually look closer together, you see, there's a man here, a referee, that goes along and measures them out. You know, his job is not a very nice one at times, but he has to measure up the nearest to the spike. You see, they might even look too close together, but a quarter of an inch or an eighth of an inch will make a hell of a difference. Might make the winning of a game. You see. You see, when you've got cups and medals and probably have a Sunday, you'd have prize money. It can be decided whether you have a good night out in the pub on free or you go home without it.
It's now a year since delegates from individual teams around the country sat in formal conclave at the Unyoke Inn and formulated the basic rules of the game. Standard horseshoes to be used, must be inspected before the game. Highest score, a hanger with 10 points. Second highest, a cocker with 3 points. And the controversial ruling, ringers, that's ringing the shoe around the spike, not to be counted. Ringers were winning too many games. There were a few drinks spilled over that one, but nevertheless the County Wexford Horseshoe League has established itself and now claims about 70 teams. Teams which can bring out up to 400 people to watch a challenge game like this.
and Ballagh against Florence Bridge C. And Florence Bridge C against Fern. O'Connor's Bar against the winners of Castleebridge Monaghan. So we have the results of Castleebridge and Monaghan SC. Ballymora and Ballyroe. Too strong. One bet.
Whose play would you listen to? Hey? Yeah. Wait, there's nothing wrong shoes. Shoes mark on, no? Shoes. Yeah. Why is that? One with the holes in there.
I mean, how does the game of horseshoes compare with any of the more usual things like football or hurling?
The game of horseshoe itself, at the present day, I think the horseshoe is going to take over from hurling and football. As I myself played hurling and football, and for the last 12 months I beat to give up GL together. I'm completely into horseshoe.
Why, how is it better?
Well, it's better sport. It's for all ages, young and old. Well, when you come to a certain age on the GA, you throw out. So, here you have stay here to go to the grave, and there's nothing to be got.
Nothing to be got.
Nothing to be got any broken
Chance of
bone.
getting a few old pound around down the old horseshoes, you know, it makes it good. Go down to the pub and have a few big jars. And, go up to the missus, then she'd fire you out. That's all I do. I remember one night last year I was in a Scotty plane in there at Cosh Connors. I don't know whether you know him or not, you know, it's Cosh now. And we had a great night in it. I got a couple too many. When I came home, she put me upstairs.
Tell him what you told me there now.
Tell you, Johnny.
Tell me what you're telling me, what you want to do tonight, when you want to give him a belt to the bag.
Oh! He needs the belt.
You do.
He needs it.
What do you think of all these horseshoes anyway?
Oh, nothing after the day, Johnny.
You have
But
enough
he
of it.
told all days. Are you there?
Would you prefer he didn't play horseshoes?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I don't like that thing.